Here, let me introduce myself to each and every one of you. I am Meenakshi Verma, a trauma transcendence mentor specializing in nurturing human emotional intelligence via psycholinguistic techniques. In simple terms, if you ask me, I am someone who can coach you out of your trauma and mentor you to change the script of your life. And that is my small introduction. With this, let me again introduce you to my mission and vision, which started off with my mother, that is Rashmi Singh. You saw the girl at the starting, that is why this is our story that I'm sharing here. And our mission and vision is empowering 1 million conscious seekers with advanced psycho-emotional healthcare. And our mission is to transform lives of 1 million conscious seekers from victimhood, because we all feel like a victim at one point or the other. But that is the mindset which does not let us win. So taking your mindset from a victim mindset to a victor mindset. So from victimhood to victorhood, by grooming your emotional intelligence, because we have been told throughout our lives that deal with your emotions, but we have never been taught that your emotions can be really powerful if you know how to use them. So that is our mission and vision. And with this, let me come to the topic for the day. You might wonder that I've been sharing the entire story till now, but how or why is it connected with the topic that we have taken today, law of attraction? You'll know. So law of attraction, let me start from the basics of it. I know you all have, written down a lot of things in your Google Forms. You have already shared what does it mean, what does law of attraction actually means. And thank you so much. Really, it was amazing to go through all your forms. So starting with this point, suppose you are someone who's there, and humans, their every thought that they sent out into the universe can actually affect any molecule that is out there. And this is why being a conscious energy gives you the power of a creator. You're actually a creator when you have your thoughts being sent out there. Now, usually, these are some of the things that we all want, financial energy, then relationship energy, family, good relationships. Then some of us want spiritual energy as well. We want spiritual energy, emotional energy, good physical energy, health energy. These are some of the things that we all want. Agreed? These, any one of your desires would fall into one or the other category, either finance, health, spirituality, or, relationship. All of your desires, whatever it be, it will fall under one or the other thing. Yes or no? Yes, these are some of the things which we usually want from, in our lives. Yes. So this is something which we definitely want, these few things, and most of us want almost all of the things, and it's not wrong. Actually, it's good, and we do have the right to have all of these things. Now, that is your law of attraction. Whatever energy you sent out into the universe, you'll attract that. Now, if you go by what Wikipedia says, you'll find this definition that it is a philosophy. Law of attraction is actually a philosophy which suggests that if you have positive thoughts, you're going to attract positive things. If you have negative thoughts, you're going to attract negative things. So no matter what thoughts you have, you're actually creating your reality. And your present reality is also a created one. The present situation, crisis, challenge, bliss, blessing, whatever it is that you have right now with you, is actually your creation from that past self of yours. That is your creation. But law of attraction has a small point added to it, which is vibration. What is your vibration? To understand that, let's come to the next, let's come to this next phase, I would say. I hope you all have your pen and papers ready. Copy, pen, paper, whatever it is. Paper and a copy. You all have it ready? I really hope you do. Because here is the exercise that we are going to do. And for that, you'll definitely need a page and a pen to work on that. just give me a thumbs up or something, to let me know that you do have your papers ready so that we can start off with this exercise. Because here, instead of just sharing, we are going to engage in an activity to make you understand what is this vibration actually about, or vibration, beliefs, thought that we usually talk about. What is it about? So, considering that you do have it ready, what you have to do, let me explain that while you can grab your paper and pen. What you have to do in here is you have to pick up a desire of yours, a want of yours, which you don't have right now, but you do want in life. It could be a car, it could be a job, it could be a promotion, it could be someone, it could be a good relationship, it could be anything. So pick that, desire up, and you have to, so we'll be sharing one by one what exactly you have to do. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to think like a dreamer. Allow yourself to play the role of a dreamer and take 1 minute with you to write down what is it that you want in this desire. So suppose I want a car. So I'm going to write, I can have this car by, 2000, by the end of 2023. I want it of this color. I want it of that color. I want this particular car, this brand. This is the cost of it. Everything. Write down whatever comes to your mind once you pick that desire. And trust me, if you don't do it, if you feel like this is just going to be something, you're going to miss an experience. So for that, allow yourself to have an access to this experience. Do this. Allow yourself to do this exercise. So is it okay if we start off the timer? Are you all ready? Should I again explain what you have to do? Or are you ready?
Can you explain once more? I missed some part in that page.
Okay. So what you have to do is you have to pick up a desire, whatever it is that you want in life right now, but you don't have it and you don't see anything which is going to make you get that. Like suppose I still don't have money enough to buy a car. So that sort of desire, allow yourself to pick that up and let yourself think like a dreamer, that you are a dreamer. And this is how you're going to think about this particular desire. This is the particular car I want. This is the color that I want. This is, this should be the price of it. And write down everything. I'll be able to take it in by the end of 2023. And everything that comes to you, according to your understanding till now, write down everything that you can about this desire of yours. Understood? Okay.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's start the timer. So you can write my dream is to achieve this, to do that, to do this, to have this car by this, everything. Write down everything. And we'll not go by this timer perhaps, but let me give you the timer once it starts. So it's at 14, 13. And you can have your time. Just write down everything like a stream of consciousness. You don't have to think about it. Just write down whatever comes to you like a dreamer. Like someone who's just daydreaming, thinking, dreaming. Just write it down. Stop. Okay, done. Whatever it is that you have written, good to go. Okay, stop. Just stop writing. And the next what you have to do is turn a page around and about the same desire. So you have to pick up the same desire and then you have to write as a critic. Why do you think you might not be able to achieve it? Write that. as a critic, why is it that you think you won't be able to achieve it? What is it that you need to do? What is it that you're not doing? What is not enough that you're doing, which will help you get that dream or achieve that dream? Write down as a critic, because we all have a critic. So write down as a critic at this point that this is why I'll not achieve it. This is why I'll not achieve it. I procrastinate. I'm someone who doesn't do work on time. I'm someone who's afraid of, taking risks in life. Write down everything, any thought that you have. Done? Now, whatever it is that you have written, fine, because still now you would have got a lot of thoughts as to why you think you cannot achieve it. Now, what we are going to do next is think like a realist. Think like a realist, as in someone who can find a middle ground, not too critical of the self, not too in the daydream state, but someone who's realistic. Someone who can realistic find out a way to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, the dream. Allow yourself to do that. That despite everything, what is possible? What can I do? Okay, fine. I'm someone who procrastinates. I'm someone who doesn't do work on time. I'm someone who's afraid of the work. But what is it that I can do to still achieve my dream? A middle path. Write that down. Turn a page around and write that down. Done? I think you might have written something, at least, because your thoughts will start coming. So once you're done, you can just give me a thumbs up that you have done that.
Meenakshi, could you just clarify again this point? What exactly?
Okay, so what you have to do is you have to pick up a desire and you have to write down. So what you can do now is you can write on 3 different pages: dreamer, critic, and realist. All right, and then you can write down about this desire. What is it that you can do to achieve it? So, like a dreamer, that I can do this, I can do that, I can, invest here, there, and everything, and I can achieve it as a dreamer. Then as a critic, as to why you think you cannot achieve it. And then finally, as a realist, as to what is possible. So a critic will say you cannot do this. A dreamer will say you can achieve anything in the world. But a realist will understand what is it that you can do and what is it that you cannot do, but still manage somehow to reach your dream. Okay, so this is something which you can now write down. For those of you who have already done that, is there someone who would like to share their writings? Someone would like to share their writings, they can unmute themselves and just let us know. What is it that they have written as a, realist, a dreamer, a critic, and a realist? A few of you might be, scared. Don't be. Just let us know. I think we all here are from almost the same tribe. Or, at the end. Yeah, someone wants to say?
Yeah, I can share.
Yeah, please share.
Yeah, I am Yuvrani Raghunathan. Actually, our dream is by 2023 February buying a car.
Okay.
So as of now, we didn't gone for that. But we started searching for which one we can go for.
Right. So, as a dreamer, what do you think about this desire of yours?
As a dreamer, what I was thinking, I can buy without seeing the price. Whatever, which one I'm just going and choosing, I'm getting that. That is what, as a
Your
dreamer,
dreamer part.
yeah. But I don't know exactly this company, this model, all those things and all. I am not that much aware. So I want a car, comfortable car. So when I go there, I can pick anything. That is what is, as a dreamer, I wanted.
Right. And what do you think you have written down? Yeah, but so the
But
comes
now
in.
what we are doing now, I'm just now looking at price. Ayyo, 10 lakhs, 8 lakhs. In this 8 lakhs, I can repay my loan. All these things are coming up and it is stopping me to go next.
Right. And okay, so that was the critic self, saying 8 lakhs, oh my God, how will I be able to do that? You won't be able to do, you won't be able to buy 8 lakh or invest 8 lakhs just like that.
Yes.
Now, what is the realist part of yours, said, whispered
Yeah,
to you?
realist part of me, what I am going through now. Okay, let me go for EMI.
Right. So that was the realist part of you. Thank you so much, Yuvrani. I think we are going to come back to you again.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. Is there anyone who wants to share? Anyone else who wants to share their experience? No? So only one person who could do it? Yeah. Someone else wants to do it.
I think, this is Man here. Hi. I think I can share.
Yes. Please, man. Please.
Yeah, so my name is Man and I'm from Mumbai and I'm currently living in the outskirts of Mumbai. And there has been a desire for me to move towards the city. And if people know how the rentals in Mumbai is pretty expensive, okay? And
Yes.
so my dreamer mind says that, I want to be in the best location. But then I want a terrace flat, a big kitchen, a 2 BHK. So I want to live alone, but I still want to have a 2 BHK and not compromise on a studio or a smaller place.
Right.
And it has to have a swimming pool and gym. So this is what the dreamer says. But when I'm my critic, then it is of course the rent, which will go up high. And so there is insufficient funds. Like if I go for a bigger apartment, and what if any month of the year I fall short of cash? So it's like a poverty mentality where I'm still working on it. But yes, I will come to that later. Then the difficulty in finding a good location, a good address, a good venue, because I might get a 2 BHK at what I'm 50,000 rental that I'm looking at, but maybe it might not be at a good location. When I'm looking at realistic part, then I think it's now while writing, thank you, Meenakshi, I just feel it's doable because it can work in an old building. It doesn't have to be a new construction.
Right.
The rent can be always negotiable, which is one factor that I did not realize. Then gym and swimming pool, I think I can join a club for it. Not necessarily the apartment needs to have that. And I'm always looking for a upper floor, like a higher floor. But I think some terrace flats are also on the first floor, and I can get I still get a good view. And my one of the requirement as a dreamer was a big kitchen because I love cooking. But then I think a small kitchen would also not give me any restrictions to cook. So I think that is realistic, and I see that it's doable now. Somehow it's already doable. So thank you.
Right. So yes, so this was, a small, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for sharing, first of all. And yes, so that is, you see, there is a dreamer in all of us, there is a critic in all of us, there is a realist in all of us. And all of these three things are constantly, at battle, at one or the other, conflict. This is true, this is wrong, this can happen, this cannot happen. And we are usually in that thought process. Usually, all of these three are always fighting. At least the two of them, the dreamer and the critic. Now, with this, what do we understand is, we'll come to that. So since once you have done this exercise, you will understand how your thought process works. And that is important for us to move forward. Like when we move forward, you'll get to know exactly why is it that some of the things which you are having or some of the things which you're not able to manifest, why is it so? So starting off with this, vibration is equal to emotions and thoughts. So if you remember, we started off with law of attraction and then we came to what is, the law of vibration, because both go together. And now we are coming to, after that exercise, we are coming to understanding what is vibration. Law of attraction is fine. I know if I have positive thoughts, I'm going to attract positive things, negative thoughts, negative things. Now vibration. So thoughts plus emotions. That is how our vibration is, or what is it is made of. Coming to the next thing, what is emotions? So emotions is basically energy in motion. Whatever emotions it is that you're carrying, that is your energy in motion. But for a very long time, our society has told us emotions are a bad thing. So you should learn to deal with it, suppress it. Don't show it. Because if you show it, you'll be weak, you'll be vulnerable, and all the sort of point of views we all have that about emotion. So emotion part is gone. Thoughts. Now, what thoughts actually make up our vibration? The thoughts which are on loop. So suppose I consciously have a positive thought, but on a loop, somewhere inside my head, there is a negative thought, there is a critic again and again demotivating me that you cannot do this. Then that is the actual thought which is the problem, and that thought is making up your vibration. So your emotions, which we have been told to suppress, to not express, to somehow just throw out there in the world, not intellectualize it, nothing. That emotion plus the thoughts which are on loop in our subconscious mind, they make up our vibration. And that is how you attract things. With this thought, with this vibration, you attract things. Now, we have all heard where focus goes, your energy flows. Right? Who said this? Where focus goes, your energy flows. It's a very famous quote said by a very famous person. Okay, then this is a homework for you all to go and check. Who has said this? Where energy goes, where focus goes, energy flows. And how many of you have heard this power of subconscious mind? Power of our subconscious mind. We all know the power. We all know, I think, that our subconscious is very powerful. It's something which is very powerful. I think we all would agree that. Now, let me tell you the power of subconscious mind, whether you think positively or you think negatively, it's powerful in both the cases. It's powerful in both the cases. If you think negatively, your mind is as powerful as your mind would be when you're thinking positively. So that is the power of subconscious mind. So instead of saying good or bad, we'll actually use the terms resourceful and unresourceful. What is it in your life that you're creating? A resourceful instance or an unresourceful instance? Now, coming to some of the challenges that we all go through, or maybe you can check whether you go through some of these challenges in your daily life or not. How many of you think you have mistrust or trust issues, or you feel insecure? You have undergone a lot of humiliation, or there is this feeling of fear and unsafety. There is avoidance, denial. The sleep cycle is worse. It's horrible. We end up repeating same mistake. Yes, someone got Tony Robbins, exactly. So yes, Rupal, it's Tony Robbins. So how many of you think you go through some of these challenges? Mistrust, insecurity, humiliation, fear, avoidance, denial, repeating the same mistakes over and over again, emotionally feeling weak or not strong. You're not emotionally unshakable, but anyone can come in, trigger you, and you're set off. You're angry, you're crying, you're sensitive, or you're just silent. You're not feeling anything. You're either sensitized or desensitized. One of these things could be with you. These could be some of your challenges. And that is how or what trauma looks like. Now, the trauma is of two kinds. One is where you, undergo some accident or something and then you get a trauma. But in our daily life, there is a different kind of trauma that we go through. And this is the trauma that we are talking about. Something which is unresourceful to us and which makes us feel that we are not worthy enough, we don't deserve it, or this is not something which is for us. It is for other people, but this is not for me because I'm not worthy enough. I'm not valuable enough. In our lives, what happens at one point or the other, we get something, we get an idea, something happens to us, someone says something to us, and we go behind a mask. Some of you have been wondering why I use masks. One person actually also told me that you look like a horror show. So why do you use masks? So the reason is to make people aware of what is with them. Let them ask me what these masks stand for. So the first mask can be said to be the first level of trauma that you undergo when someone tells you that you are not capable enough, or you're stupid, or you cannot do this. Something is wrong with you. Why you failed? Ha ha ha. Someone humiliated you when you were very young. And then you thought that I'm not worthy enough. I'm not capable enough because my parents have said this, my siblings have said this, my teachers have said this, my colleagues have said this. So I'm maybe not worthy. I'm not valuable. The next layer comes up when you are in that state constantly trying to make the world understand your worth, but constantly people are saying that you're not worthy. That's when you go under the second layer of traumatization. That is what we call as re-traumatization, when things repeatedly happen to you. Next is the last layer of traumatization, where after a lot of trauma, some things, people saying something to you, people behaving in certain manner, people doing some things to you, not treating you properly, abusing you, you finally go behind the third mask. That is when you either become oversensitized, you have a lot of emotions, you cannot stop your emotions from expressing, or you become desensitized. You don't have to show any emotions at all, and you feel like all the emotions are inside, but outwardly, you cannot show them. And that is what is known to be trauma. Emotional trauma. That is what we call as emotional trauma. So that is the reason behind the mask. Now, what are some of the unresourceful outcomes of this? We'll come to why, what is the sort of relationship then you share with the universe. Now, some of the unresourceful outcomes of this trauma is that we don't achieve our goals. We feel like we are not worthy enough. Can someone, check whether their microphone is on, because we can hear people? If you can just mute yourself. Okay, thank you. So that is the first thing which happens to us. We don't achieve our goals. There are a lot of failures in relationship. We feel like we are not worthy enough. That is the, the second layer of information that we give to ourselves, a label that we are not worthy enough. I cannot trust anyone. I don't deserve people. Failure in interviews or exams. A lot of people would have felt, I'm doing fine in life. I was a very good student, but all my colleagues are doing well, but I'm not doing well. Then stuck in life with no life purpose, negative mindset, a lot of dilemma, a lot of thoughts going in, a lot of inner dialogues going in, and you don't know how to take a decision, how to do what, and you're just stuck in life. Like, let me not do anything, because if the minute I'm going to take a decision, it will be wrong. And these are some of the thoughts which stick with you. Right now, you might be feeling that this is the sort of relationship that you share with people around you, but here is something for you. These are some of the challenges that you actually go through while you are even manifesting. Mistrust in the universe, feeling emotionally weak, insecurity, whether I'll get this or not, doubts, avoidance, repeating the mistakes, emotionally weak, becoming desperate that I want this. If I don't get this, I'm not valuable enough. And what relationship you share with people is actually the relationship you end up sharing with the universe as well. And you repeat these things, these feelings, these emotional states while manifesting. That's why it takes time. That's why some of the little things, you would have noticed that some very easy things, small things, you're able to manifest in your life. How many of you have felt that you're able to manifest small things like, I don't want to go to work, so, someone else cancels the meeting. Or if I want a particular thing, someone just drops that chocolate. Small things we are able to manifest because we don't have mistrust on that. How many of you have felt that? these challenges that you go through, when it's something small, you're able to achieve it, but it's something big, like, buying a car, 8 lakhs, investing 8 lakhs into it, you won't be able to do it. Mistrust, again, doubts, whether, this is possible for you or not. Insecurity, whether this will happen for you or not. We do not let go of things. We do not let it go for the universe to manifest it for us, because that is how it's supposed to happen. But we want to take control because we feel like if we don't have control over it, it is not going to happen. How many of you have felt that? This is something which we all go through. If you remember from my story, I was also going through the same thing. Why me? Why are you doing this to me? Because I did not remember what was there in the planning. I was only looking at the present moment, at the present crisis, at the lows of my life. And when I was in a good state, I did not even care. I did not even talk to the universe or communicate with it. Now, here are the 7 secrets. Till now, it's going good. Let me know. Just let me know if it's fine till now and you have received some value till now, because we are going to come to the, unmasking of the 7 secrets. Yes? Okay. So now I'm masking the 7 secrets. Till now, we have sort of tried to form a platform for you to understand so that we all are on the same page. People who know law of attraction, people who don't know anything about law of attraction. Now coming to the secrets. Before that, these are some of the myths that we all have. If you think positive, you'll attract positive thoughts. If I am consciously focusing on receiving my desires 24/7, I'll manifest things. Things manifest on the exact time and date. That is not how it works. These are some of the myths, or what we can say is some of the incomplete ideas. Again, there is someone who is who's on unmute. Can you mute yourself? Okay, thank you. So these are some of the incomplete thoughts that we are with. Now, the first thing, this is something we did discuss just a few minutes ago, that you're already manifesting your reality. The present reality that you're in, be it a bliss, be it a blessing, be it a curse, it's actually created by you. How and why? You'll say, how can I create a curse for myself? Actually, you can do it how or why, because even though you might have had a very good childhood, suppose you had a very good childhood, along the way, we happen to buy ideas from people. We buy ideas from them, and then we end up creating our reality according to how the society thinks. And that is how we feel like. So in my case, if you take, I always had a belief that the supervisors are always the worst people and you cannot have a good relationship with them. They are always toxic. That is what I got in life. I got a toxic supervisor. That is how I manifested my reality. I was sure that I would get a toxic supervisor, and that's how I got it. It was not his fault. I attracted him, or I manifested that reality with him in my life. It was an unresourceful reality. Coming to the next. You manifest realities that align with your belief system. Now, a few minutes ago, you all did that exercise. If you have not done it, don't be afraid. You can just go through it. And after this, you can maybe look at the exercise, because at the end of it, we also have some bonus for you. And it's like an offer, a bonus. We hope, whoever is really dedicated, those people can, stay till the end to receive that offer or bonus. Now, coming to this, you manifest, reality. So what happened? Yes, so I was saying, you manifest realities that align with your belief system. So a few minutes ago, we saw that a person wanted to manifest the car, but they had the belief, where will I get that 8 lakhs from? I wanted to do this, but now when the price is there in front of you, it's like, oh my God, 8 lakhs. But if we say 8 lakh, land or something, maybe you might still think about investing in it. But even then, you will feel this fear that 8 lakhs, where will I get 8 lakhs from? And that belief system could have layers of beliefs. A very usual belief with us, females, sometimes it is that since I'm a female, I won't be able to invest in it because I don't know much about it. I don't know about the financial world. We can always learn it, but we still stay with it somehow, that belief system. So that is a belief system that we align with. So if you have that belief system, you will manifest realities aligning to that. You will not manifest a reality where you have the car. You will always manifest a reality where you don't have the car. And that is why some of the things are not manifesting in your life, despite the fact that you are spending hours and effort and time into it. Next, something which is unknown always feels like a threat to our mind. And for this, I have a little story to share from my life. Okay, so before that, let's just remember this for now, that something which is unknown feels like a threat. And taking this thought along with that thought, that something which you don't deserve, you never get. If I don't deserve a car of 8 lakhs, then I will not get it. And for these 2 points, this is something which I wanted to share. So a few years ago, I bought an bought AirPods, okay, earpods. This is the earpod which I bought for myself from my very first salary. Okay, so this was the most expensive thing that I have bought till then. And yes, I'll be sharing all the points. Don't worry, I'll be sharing all the points. So let me just, stay with this story. I'll come to that. So this was the AirPod, which the most expensive AirPod that I had bought for myself. Till then, I had always been using these kind of earphones, the wire wala, tar wala I was using. And this was the first thing that I bought for myself. It was expensive for me. Okay, around 2,300 was the cost of it after discount that I got this. And the day I received it, I kept it in front of me and I just stared at it because I was scared to use it. I was scared to break it. I was so scared that I felt like I don't deserve this. Maybe a technical person can use it, but not me. And I was like, let me return this. Let me return this earpods, because it's very expensive. It looks very fancy. The actual cost of it is 7,000 and I don't deserve this. But then I sat and then I thought, if I don't deserve this, then who deserves it? Why don't I deserve it? What is the thought? What is the belief with me which is making me think that I don't deserve this? ऐसे तो कुछ भी नहीं होगा life में. Nothing will happen. I'll stay stuck here. So I kept it. Today, my deservability has gone at the level where I can use this Apple AirPods. Also because of the kind of work that I do, I need that thing. But today I have this deservability with me. So from there till now, this is the journey that I've crossed in terms of deservability. So what I will say here is you can go back to the desires that you have picked up and look at what is it that your mind is saying, that critic in you, within you is saying, do you deserve this? Do you deserve a 8 lakh car? Because if it says no, then it will be difficult for you to manifest that reality. But if it says yes, then you will find the way to get that reality, to make or manifest that reality for yourself. So deservability is something which is needed. If something is unknown to you, you will not get it. This earpod for me was unknown. Technical, I don't know how to use it. I won't be able to use it. So this was something which was unknown to me and it felt like a threat. So if it is a threat for you, it will not manifest. If suppose I leave 10 crores at your doorstep today, okay, you know what, I'm very happy. Let me, let the universe say yes. And I'm leaving 10 crores at your doorstep, which is something which you desired, or, you wanted to manifest, and you open your door and you find 10 crores with you in front of your doorstep. What do you think you will feel? Will you be very happy? Very happy and invest all of it? Or will you just stare at the bag and feel really scared as to what is wrong with this? Has someone left it? Now someone is going to come. Is there a dawn? Or whatever bad things will come to you. What do you think will happen? Good thoughts will come to you or bad thoughts? If I just instantly just drop a 10 crore bag full of 10 crores in it, what do you think will happen to you? Will you be very happy with it? Will you want to spend it? Something, something which you wanted to manifest in your life is something which you have got. Yes, bad thought. You will again go into that space. This is something wrong. This does not look right. It's something too good to be true. And this is why magic does not happen suddenly. You'll be scared. Exactly. You'll be scared. If I leave a 8 lakh car in front of you, Yuvrani, I just drop that gift in front of you without you knowing who has dropped it. No logic, no reason. friends, family, no one. It's just standing there in front of you. If you see that happening, then you'll be actually scared. Is this a joke? Is this, is someone playing tricks with me? You'll be very scared as to what is happening with you. This is why universe, that magic doesn't happen suddenly. It takes time. Why it takes time? Because there you have to work on your mindset, on your belief system, on your deservability, on your expectancy, not desperation. That is the point which we'll come to next. Fear, doubt, desperation. If I'm trying to consciously manifest my reality that by 2023, I want the car, I want the car, I want this car, I want this car, I want this car, and I'm consciously staying at it. This is something which we do in relationships. So this is a slight warning for all of those who might have thought that, I can attract the person using law of attraction. It will not happen. Why? Because there we get into a state of desperation. I desperately want it. Then you have doubts. If it takes time, when you fix a particular time that by 2023, I want this car. Yes, you are giving so on, exact date that, on 23rd of November, 2023, I want this car, right? If it does not happen on that day, you will start losing your faith. And this is why allow yourself to give a flexible time period instead of a definite time. Allow yourself to have a flexible time, because once that doubt creeps in, you're again going to cancel your order. Your order will be canceled. Why? Because universe will think, okay, so this person is really scared. This person is having a lot of bad thoughts. The person is surprised. So, let them, give them time to raise their deservability, to raise their vibration, and then we'll give them the gift, or then we'll deliver their item. Right now, they are not ready. Again, your order will be cancelled. And that's why it takes time for you to again manifest your reality. Now, the next point is, before consciously manifesting, cultivate a mindset. You might have heard about the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and all those books, the important books that we are all told to read, advised to read. These are some of the books which help you cultivate a mindset. But has reading the book been enough till now? Many of you, might have gone through many of the books. But do you feel that reading those books have actually cultivated your mind, or do you still have that fear within you that what if this will not happen? Why is it? Because when you read something, you're feeding your intellectual part, the conscious self. That is where all your thoughts are going in. At that subconscious level, the subconscious mind, which is the most powerful thing which you have, that does not have the idea. It does not have the mindset. It is still running with the old mindset, that old poor mindset, old undeservability mindset. I don't deserve this. I'm not worthy. I'm not capable. And that is the mindset where you actually need to work on the subconscious part of it. What is the fear? What is the belief system there? And as we say, belief system, before cultivating that mindset, you would actually have to uncreate the old belief system or pattern with which you are working. Some people might have sold you certain ideas. Money is evil. If you get a lot of money, you're going to be very egoistic. You might have felt like, I won't be a good person if I get a lot of money. I don't know how to handle money. If I get money, I'll lose all of it. These are some of the old belief systems that we have been given throughout our childhood, and we take that, we buy it, we let them have access to our subconscious mind. And that's when you affect your mindset, then you affect the reality that you want to create or you have in front of you. These are the 7 points. Someone did ask me for the third point, so let me just show that to you. Let me recap this for all of you. The first is, you're already manifesting your reality. Second, you manifest realities that aligns with your belief system. Next, something which is unknown to you will always feel like a threat. Something which you don't deserve, you will never get it. Next is fear or doubt, desperation is equal to your order is cancelled. Before consciously manifesting, cultivate a mindset, because that is the root. That is where your thoughts are, the seeds of your thoughts are. And before cultivating that mindset, uncreate the old belief system with which you are trying to manifest. Because if that belief system is there, you won't be able to create something new out of it or be a creator of the life that you want. So till now, is this clear, or is there something else that you would like to ask, or is there any point that you've missed till now? Because this is where we have almost tried to share all of our experiences till now, whatever it is that we have gathered with our experience till now, while practicing, while doing, while undergoing, even while mentoring. In my case, somewhere mentoring people as well. This is what I have found out about law of attraction and the trauma mindset. So
I have a question.
Yes, Ayushi.
So when you said before cultivating a mindset, uncreate the old belief system.
Yes,
In
let me
this case-
stop the screen for some minutes. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So in this scenario where you mentioned there is definitely a belief that supervisors or bosses are toxic, and
Right.
simply negating the reality may not also work. While because
Yes.
we are going to encounter such bosses who may still be toxic even as of today, not even for the
Yes.
futuristic bosses. So is it like more like a pigeon feeling wherein you just close the eyes and try to negate the reality, because all of these belief systems are getting formed by something which we have been witnessing, and we know that it's a belief because something to that effect has been already experienced.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So I got your question. Now, thank you for that question, actually. I think a lot of people would have this doubt that, if the reality is there and if we just close our eyes, is it possible for us to then manifest a reality, because that is out there. That is going to affect our reality. And that is where the answer comes in, the unshakable mindset that you need to cultivate. Now, let me, explain this. Yes, there are a lot of professors, let's say bosses, who are toxic. But do you think there are some other set of people who are not toxic and who are good bosses,
There are.
right? There have been some people who have been able to attract them, but there are some people who have not been able to attract them. Kuch log to honge unke andar. Some people might be there. Has it also happened to some of you that despite the fact that that person is there, that person does all the bad things to other people, but to you, that person is very nice, or what we usually call as the favorite person? Has it happened that you feel like this person treats me bad, but this person treats that person very nicely for some or the other reason? Happened?
Yes.
Ayushi? Yeah.
Yes.
So the thing is, now, right now, when we don't have that experience, it might be a little difficult to visualize that or to feel that this can happen. But the thing is, the minute you know yourself, you have that mindset which you have cultivated, you will be able to attract the person, the right sort of tribe, the right sort of people into your life who will align with your thoughts. That is what will happen. The wrong people will actually start to fade away from your life. That is what will happen. They will be there in the world. Definitely they will be there. They might be there in your environment as well. But you might not be connected with them, or you might not have to answer to them. That is how it works. Because your vibration, what it will do is it will act like a magnet, attracting the people you want to attract and not attracting the people that you don't want to attract. So if you put a magnet, it will attract only iron. It will not attract other elements. So that is how it works.
Understand.
Now,
Thanks.
thank you so much for your question. So we will take up questions, but who is ready? So, you know what, till now, what we have shared is the actual, value that we wanted to add, but there is something else for the people who still want to stay. So, all of us, all of you who are here, we are really grateful to all of you for joining. Now, from this point on, there will be some things for the people who really want to stay. and who wants to receive something else. Still now, whoever has received, if they feel like they have got the value out of this, they are most welcome to leave. Not in the sense we're not asking you to leave, go out. No, please, you're welcome to stay as well. But if you feel like you've received the value, you can leave. Otherwise, stay with us till the end and see what is there for you. What is still there for you. Now, can we move forward? Adding the bonus or adding the extra parts for the people who are still willing to stay with us. Can we do that? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, so whoever is staying, we'll consider that they do want to stay till the end and they want to get the full value out of it. So I hope you all can see the screen again. Just, you can just let me know. You can see the screen again.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So this is where till we discuss. Now the next thing is the feedback zone. So I will be sharing the feedback forms also, but this feedback zone is a platform that we have created for us to interact with people who have already undergone that experience. क्योंकि यहाँ तक तो बातें हो गई, ठीक है, we have talked a lot, but what about the actual experience that people have had? Is it possible to change your mindset? Is it possible to attract things in your life? Is it possible to do things which you actually want? Or क्या ये सिर्फ बातें हैं? Because I said that I am a trauma transcendence mentor, तो सिर्फ बातें हैं या कुछ है भी इसमें? So for that, I am really grateful for all my clients who decided to share their experiences with us here with all of you. And I would like to welcome, actually, we would like to welcome Man Chauhan for that, for his valuable feedback. And let's see what it is that he has to share from his experience. So Man, we hope you're here.
Yes, I'm here, very much here. So
Yes.
for people who don't know me, I'm not that popular anyways, but I'm just saying for people who don't know me. So I run a charity organization. I run a charity for the LGBTQ community of India. And so it is already a very strong stigma around India that I'm trying to work for. So me happened to reach Meenakshi on through our LinkedIn connection. And it was very funny because it all started because we in our charity, we want people to be coming down for counseling and getting the access for their therapies. And one fine day, I happened to ask Meenakshi and we got connected and said, Meenakshi, can you run a therapy like a mock call? I want to see how it goes. And I was blown out because I was not expecting what was going to be received during that, 2 hours of session. So since running a charity is another thing, but I've also had my childhood trauma. Everybody has some or the other triggers going on in their lives. And where they specifically want to work for a bigger, larger community, or if you are in a corporate and you have like, other team members or colleagues who report to you and working under you, then it becomes a lot of task to handle by yourself. So firstly, handling your own personal mess, and then handling another few other people who are there in your organization or in your house as well, parents, siblings, they all come to you and they talk to you about their issues. But what happens with your personal growth? Nowadays we have not been talking much to each other. We find comfort with a therapist or a counselors. And I was very known to the fact about counseling, जहाँ पे काउंसलिंग होता है मुझे 1-2 घंटा बात करने का मौका मिलेगा. But the problem was it was never helping me on a long-term basis, and that's what made Meenakshi's, like, frankly, like I'm thankful to that was universe actually making a move towards me. शायद मैंने कोई prayer किया होगा कि भाई send me a help, and it did come to me through LinkedIn. And Meenakshi came in, so I've been having my session through her for a couple of months now. I think we started off in September, November. And post which, what I've seen is my belief system about the charity that I started has changed. Because when we start something new, or when we want to have an inspiration to buy something or take a leap of faith towards a new job, career change, so many things that we want to do, or change our locations and go to a different place, we come with a lot of backlog. Now, even just saying that, the manifestation that I was working on today and that I shared just a couple of minutes before, um, this relocation part is when I realized that, yes, I have been so codependent on the place where I'm currently living, which is not giving me that leap of faith to move towards a different location. Now money and everything seems possible. It is what you said rightly in Meenakshi, in your slides. It is a belief system which is so deep rooted, and I know that every time we do a session, there is layers and layers of, like, it's peeling of onions from and getting to the core of what exactly was my trauma that has led me to disbelief, or not trusting my own, that I'm deserving or I'm capable enough to achieve certain things. Few of the things that I can tell you where I actually see in a moment, because I think people would like to know what I've actually done after that session, because people
Yes.
associate success with money. Okay, so let me talk about money then. So the idea about when we started this charity 2 years back, and because the cause is so sensitive, we realized that we were having a lot of challenges reaching out to the corporates for donations or raising funds, or even to the government. And some way, like, the pathway has opened. Like, some way I see we already found our first donors, and somehow it is a huge corporate, which easily might not be possible in the first 2 years. I will not give out the donors, of course, but I'm just saying that, uh, knowing even people around me are amazed that 2 साल में तूने ये donor को convince कर लिया to come and support the cause, which is a big deal. And plus I see my own personal growth, because I'm 34 years old, and I gave a lot of my time to looking out for relationship. So you just say that the word desperation, somebody who's looking for a relationship here, you must hear this, because the desperation is actually which will push the partner away, the right kind of partner away. And I'm very openly to state this right now that um, I uh, I took my first relationship healing, and I had so many point of views about लड़की इतनी पढ़ी लिखी चाहिए, इस एज की चाहिए, इस लोकेशन से चाहिए. I had a huge checklist. वो literally पड़ गई. Like, I literally, the checklist that I had was gone, and the partner that I have today, I'm planning to get married this year, is something definitely much, much, much contributing than what I had actually thought कि ये होगा मेरे साथ, है ना? Like, I might be not even thinking in my wildest dream कि मैं इसको date करूंगा, but the love kind of support, the nurture, the kind of it's an overall package and a better package. So I think, Meenakshi, somewhere your sessions helped me to realize that step out of your own life. ये हम शायद मैं सबसे ज्यादा अगर आपके सेशन से सीखा हो कि if that's my thing, I'm sharing that मैंने काफी सेल्फ साबोटाज किया है. बड़े चीजें हो सकती थी, छोटों में कॉम्प्रोमाइज किया है. जैसे युवरानी was talking about her 8 lakhs car. Maybe you can afford a 25 lakhs BMW, girl. I feel so
Yes.
positive you can do it. पर हम क्या, हम जो कंफर्टेबल फील कर रहे हैं उसके साथ जाते हैं. But the universe has much bigger things to offer, is what. Thank you so much, Meenakshi, for letting me speak out and share that. Yes, counseling से ज्यादा तो मुझे benefits therapies में हुई है, definitely. And I don't discourage counseling, वो शायद किसी के काम आ रहा होगा, because that is also a way of bending out and talking to somebody, feeling good. But मुझे ऐसा लगता है, अगर लॉन्ग टर्म सॉल्यूशंस ना हो काउंसलिंग में, तो फिर शायद आपका पैसा और आपकी एनर्जी, जितना टाइम हम दे रहे हैं, वो शायद काम ना आए. सो आई
Okay. Network issue.
Meenakshi is said. Yeah, but
Yeah,
Meenakshi
we can
now,
hear you. We can hear you.
yeah, Meenakshi is now also the part who is helping our community with her mental holistic healthcare therapies. So Meenakshi की एक story बताता हूँ जो शायद किसी को पता नहीं होगी. Very interesting. She doesn't share her own stories much, but recently I got to know she had manifested to sit in the same room that she's sitting right now and decided कि मैं यहाँ से पैसा कमाऊंगी. Believe me, she is
Yes.
doing very well on her own, on a personal level. But because our charity is also completely online, she got more opportunity to make money in the same room. तो उसका
Yes.
ये वाला progress देख के I'm really happy to be connected to with Meenakshi, and we have a long way to go. And whoever is listening to this, definitely I would rather say give one try for, because Manchawan is saying it. Give one try because मैं चाहता हूँ जितने ज़्यादा लोग possible हो सके. I always recommend Meenakshi to everybody in my circle because मुझे पता है मेरे साथ how beneficial it had been, and I want more people to witness this. I really want. So that is why my whole reason to be today on this call was, Meenakshi, I'm going to be there. Let me talk it out. I want people to know that really it has helped me, and yeah, that's about it. I'm sorry I took so much time, but yeah.
No. I think we all are enjoying to listen to you and the changes that you've undergone. And it's inspiring for me as well, because I had to work. I worked. I was also scared, will this work or not? But it did. And, right now, whoever it is that I'm working with, when I see the changes, when I see the smile, when they tell me that this is possible, this has happened, my emotions are in my control. Earlier, I used to suppress it. I
Yes.
really get that satisfaction. I feel like, okay, so this is my victory. It feels like my victory.
No, you're doing amazing,
So thank you
Meenakshi.
so much.
Most welcome, my dear, and I'm really stating that this is your life purpose. You are changing the first. I think the first term that you used in the and it really connect to me is what you're trying to use is change, help people change their script, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
You have
Change the
changed my
script of
script.
your life.
You have, and I agree to that because what I would think about myself and how I think about myself now is way too different. Like I waited to
Right.
buy myself an emerald ring for, I don't have it now, I'm getting it on Monday, but I bought myself the first expensive thing because I felt I deserve it. And I think we
Right.
all deserve to receive luxury, not just needs. So I wish everybody who's here all the best, and all
We
your
do
dreams.
have an offer for everyone at the end. It's something which we hope you would like.
Oh, she's very expensive, huh? So please take the offer.
Okay, thank you so much, man.
Most
Thank you
welcome, my
so much
dear.
for your
Okay.
experience. Would like to be addressed. Now I'm all yours. Please ask me whatever questions you have, and we will try to answer in the best possible manner. So, if you have any questions.
Mail not yet received, Meenakshi.
Yes, you'll receive the mail after this meeting ends, because again, I don't have the technical team with me today, so I am the one who's doing everything.
Okay.
So I will send out the mails, and I will inform on the WhatsApp group as well that the mails have been dropped to you.
Okay. Got that. Thank you.
All right. So any questions related with manifestation, trauma, my mindset, or any other questions like, Ayushi had in the beginning? Anything that anyone would want to ask?
Meenakshi, like suppose, as you said, for the we attract the things from the universe, you should not have the doubt or any fear, okay? But
Yes.
means you will have that because whatever your past, that will definitely come up and it will appear as a fear or doubt only.
Yes.
How to cultivate that fear and doubt into the positive thought?
Okay. So thank you for that question, Rekha. And I would want to, answer it in this manner. So this is why, the webinar was about that you have a desire, a particular thing that you want to manifest, but associated with it, there are a lot of thoughts with you. Is this possible? Will I be able to do this? Because throughout our lives, we undergo a lot of experiences. We have a lot of experiences. A lot of people tell us that you might not be able to do it. We feel that we don't deserve it. And that is where the trauma comes in, the trauma mindset. So that is what we were talking about. If you have that trauma mindset, but yet you want to manifest something, you will not be able to do it. Why? Because you will have that fear, that mistrust, that doubt. And if you have that doubt, it is not going to manifest. So the right way is to first work on your belief system. What is your belief system? If you have negative ideas, negative thoughts, trauma is there, something someone has told you, and now it has become like a resourceful belief system, then work on that belief system. After that, working on that belief system, you would have to cultivate a mindset where you're able to receive things. So that is the second step, cultivating the mindset. And then you actually come towards manifesting your reality. Because right now, with the trauma mindset, if you're going to manifest the reality, it's going to have a lot of traumas in it. And then what will happen? You'll feel like people always mistrust me. But is it that people always mistrust you, or because of the fact that you have been recreating your past again and again, because of that mindset without knowing? It's none of our fault. We do it consciously, not consciously, but unconsciously. And that is why it is important to first cultivate your mind, work on your belief system, then work on your mindset, and then go on to manifesting your reality. Because you won't be able to believe on that manifestation, and it will not happen if you don't have that belief or faith. Did I answer your question, Rekha?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so that is the thing. Anyone else who needs to or who wants to ask a question? Nivedita, Lata, Sheetal, Nafisa, Dipti, Asad, anything which you want to ask? If, yeah.
Yeah,
Nivedita?
Meenakshi, just one. Yeah, can I?
Yes, please go ahead. Please.
Yeah. So I am. I don't really practice manifestation, but I've heard a lot about it, and I know the positive. I've heard a lot of people talk about the positive
Yes.
outcomes and all. It is really nice to have that feeling. Okay, let me also try it and get the best out of it. But the thing is, like. Like when you actually start doing manifestation and all, like you need a lot of concentration. You should be there
Yes.
in the moment.
Right.
But the challenge with me is I am currently occupied with so many things where I am not able to give that amount of time, that amount of peaceful mindset for this kind of I would say
Manifestation.
manifestation, but yes, life changing thing. At times I feel like let me just quit my job, like wait for just spend some time on this, but no, that practically that doesn't work. So I was on maternity leave, and then I used to wake up at 5 o'clock, and then I used to do this kind of practice for 6 months. Like my mindset like kind of changed completely. I went through one of the bad incidents, but because I joined this course, I was able to not let that incident impact me. So
Right.
with that positive thought, I would able to spread that across to my extended family members as well. So I'm strong, and my extended family people are also strong these days. But what is happening is like I'm back to work now. I went back to work with the same positive mindset, but there are like few. I think like one of the members also in the team spoke about the managers and then how it is impacting and all. So now what is happening is though I have positive mindset, and then there is this guy who kind of really uh, uh, gets into my nerves to ensure that my positive thoughts are impacted, and any work that I do unnecessary his involvement is not required, but still he steps in, and then it is kind of disturbing. For sure it is disturbing. I'm not able to give 100% on my work, and then his
Right.
involvement is actually bothering. I mean, like I have a second thought while working, basically. Okay, so when you said that there are other good people on the floor, why don't you concentrate on them and all?
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
I got your question. I got your question.
so practically that is not possible. I mean, like
Right.
at least for me, I'm not able to get that.
You're actually giving up the answer yourself. So let me, so thank you for bringing that up. So allow me to answer it like this. So, the very first thing which you said was, I need to concentrate a lot on manifesting something, right? That is, I need a lot of concentration.
Correct.
Wrong.
Okay.
Wrong. Why? Because concentration is something which you'll do with your conscious mindset, right? Consciously, you'll concentrate on something.
Correct.
But if you see, if you saw one of the slides, there I mentioned that the thoughts which are on loop, they actually manifest your reality. So what is on loop at the end of your self, on your mindset, like this mindset which you have, what is the thought which is on loop? Will I be able to do it? Is it a negative thought or is it a positive thought? That thought is something which creates your reality. So it's not the concentration that you need, it's that subconscious loop which is there. That is, you need to first figure out what is that subconscious loop which you're already in.
Okay.
That such people are coming into my life. I always people always betray me, people are always unworthy, people are always abusing me. What is the thought within you which is again and again moving, that thought which is on loop? That thought actually helps you manifest a reality. Okay, that is the one thing. Now coming to the second point, where you said that there is this one particular person who is actually interfering with your positive thoughts.
Definitely.
Right. Now, there are 2-3 things which you can check. First, is the thought that you're having resourceful for you? Could this be a way for the universe to tell you that there is something which is wrong in your thoughts? Is there something which you can change in the thoughts? I'll tell you, I'll give you I'll give you an example. So before this, I found passionpreneur, a word, okay, out there floating in the internet, and I was like, this word is so nice. So I wrote down like, I'm really grateful for a partner who is very passionate for his work, and I'm also passionate. So I'm grateful that I received a partner who is a passionpreneur. Now, if you see the community passionpreneur, most of the people there are married. Okay. Now, what I did was I wrote down, I want to be with a passionpreneur, marry a passionpreneur. But if you see, the thought does not align with the reality which is there in the world. So I want to marry a passionpreneur, but passionpreneurs are married people.
Okay.
So it's a wrong thought, right? I feel like it's a resourceful thought for me, but in reality, that is an unresourceful thought. Because there I'll find all married people. Right? So that's the wrong thought. So again, that is why we need to make sure what is it that we are first wishing. What is the thought about? Is it resourceful to us or not resourceful to us? In that cases, universe is again and again going to bring obstacles so that you can recheck what is the thought you want to manifest. First thing. Okay. Second thing, you can come to the thought of whether you have met such people in your life before. So have you met such irritating people before who are not there with you, but they have been at a point of time in your life? So that is a pattern.
Okay.
So it's not them. It is not them actually, but you as a creator, you are inviting them in your reality without even understanding or knowing where is it starting from. So in the past, you had something, you met such people, and then your mind, went into a loop. Okay, so these are the sort of people who are there in the environment. This is natural. This is normal for me. I always get betrayed. I always get abused. So let me invite this person, because our mind, if you consider this as a psychology, in psychology, this thing is known as repetitive compulsion. We repeat things which are traumatic to us unconsciously.
Sure.
And that is how you manifest your reality. So you can check these 2 things. And because of 1 or 2 other things, you'll find your reality with those people.
But yeah, I mean, like as you rightly said, this is the second time that's happening. But what's the best thing about is, I think the universe is trying to teach us, because First time I was not able to do anything about the situation I was in,
Yes.
but this time I'm able to
You're better
stay
prepared.
strong. Yes, very much. Like I'm standing so strong for last like couple of weeks, months and all, and I've taken this issue to the senior manager level as well. So I wasn't this strong.
Right.
So maybe I thought like this is something that universe is trying to teach me, you know.
Yes.
To
But
become
let me
more
tell you
strong.
something. Let me tell you something. There is one thing, but let me ask you, do you want this to happen again and again in your life?
Definitely not.
That is what you need to change. For that, you would need to change the belief, that little belief which says that you will get people like this and this is going to make you stronger. You can become stronger without people like them that abusing you.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
That is it. Otherwise, you'll keep getting those people to make you stronger. That is the belief system which will help you invite those people into your life. And then you'll be like, why me? Why do I get such people in my life?
Yes. I mean, I
That
don't
is
have
what you
to
would have
become
to
strong
correct.
this way for sure.
Yes. So that is where you can work on that mindset. Okay. Maybe, we can connect. If you decide to take up the offer, maybe we can connect and there we can have a, elaborate discussion
Definitely,
because it's
I'll not
almost
take
8.
more time of it.
No, not taking time. I would love to interact with actually all of you. That is why I kept this offer so that we can all interact with one another. Okay? No upset.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, it's just connecting. Thank you so much as well, each one of you, for being here. Thank you so much for your questions. And you, Rani, thank you so much as well for your participation. And all of you who are not on camera as well, all of you, thank you so much for being here. And let's see who gets to meet us and how we can take this forward, what else is possible, and how does it get better than this. So with this, let's end the meeting for the day so that each one of you can have. Thank you so much. We'll send out the feedback forms. Please do fill it. And then let's meet in the one-on-one meeting. So a very warm greetings to all of you and have a wonderful day. Not greetings, but good night. Have a productive day, all of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Meenakshi,
Thank you, Meenakshi.
if you could share
Thank you.
Question.
of the
Meenakshi, just I want to know what had happened half an hour before first half an hour. What had happened? Hello?
Yeah. So, okay, that would be a long thing. So what we did was we discussed about law of attraction as well as where is it that our mindset goes wrong. So what is it that does not let us manifest despite the fact that we are putting a lot of effort into it. So we are working, we are thinking, we are having positive thoughts, but even then we are not able to manifest. So what is that one thing which does not allow us to manifest? So that was the thing which we discussed. I think it's Sheetal, right, who's asking this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we share